What's up, guys? How are you doing? Welcome back to the Bishop's Son channel. Have you ever been in a situation where something really pisses you off and makes you really angry, but then after a few days you realize that whatever you're feeling at that particular time really doesn't matter anymore? So today's topic, we're going to focus on nothing is ever that serious, and we're going to do like a continuation of the previous video that we did. Nothing really means anything till you give it a meaning, and you can get that video right here, somewhere right here. Anyway, nothing is ever that serious when you try to think about it in every way perspective, because we tend to sometimes be really upset, or rather be really in some state where we feel like whatever that have actually happened in our life at that particular time is really huge, and we cannot really get over it. And this is not exactly true, because you find like sometimes we go through some things, and these things they're just is like I talked about in the previous video. Oh, so windy out here, man, so windy. I don't know if you guys will hear me. I'm in the rooftop, but I have to give you guys this important message anyway. You realize that everything that you experience, or rather go through at a particular time, is just is, and it's not even that serious, because we tend to project life in matters where we think like it's a matter of death or life. You go through circumstances, or let's say for example, like I gave on the previous video, you lose your job and you panic, and you just don't know what to do next in your life. You lose control over yourself. You think like life is over for you, but not really. Is it really? I don't think it is, because it is just a situation that has taken place at that particular time. It is just a situation that have taken place at that particular time, and it's not supposed to dictate whatever happens in the near future, and that's its few days to come. Probably whatever you're going through at this particular time won't matter even days to come. It will be just like nothing, because you find like some situations someone gets you really angry and maybe talk shit about you, but you realize that you feel really angry at a particular time, you're furious, and you really want to do something about it. But you realize that if you just keep quiet, or rather cool down some few hours from that particular moment, you realize that even the feeling that you're feeling is gone, and it's no longer there. The feeling of rage, the feeling of wanting to do something, like maybe take some action on that particular guy or something like that. Sometimes we just have to be still, relax, and just be patient, and everything else is just gonna change. The feeling that you're feeling right at this particular time won't matter even a few days to come. Like take for example, here's an individual that maybe is going through, maybe breaks up with their partner, their girlfriend or boyfriend, but again, it hits them as if it's a crazy life and death moment. But you see, it's not really serious. Like I explained in my previous video, I was talking about what was that? I was talking about how everything is just is, and nothing really deserve to be made a big deal unless you do so. Everything is just is unless you give it a meaning, and that is exactly what I was explaining to the previous video. So it is connected to this in a way that everything that you could be going through, it's not even that serious. Everything that you could be facing at this particular moment will eventually like fade off. Life will move on, and even you yourself is gonna move on. I mean, we put ourselves in situations where, you take for example, sorry, I gotta balance this. We put ourselves in situation where we treat circumstances so serious that it appears like our life really depends on it. It's not really that serious, guys. When you go through the circumstances life, that circumstance at that particular time is just is, and it's not something to determine how your future is gonna be. It is you who determines your future, how your future is gonna be. If a circumstance triggers you and it makes you feel some type of way, it means that your frequency and your level of consciousness is tampered with. And by the way, we're going to talk about frequencies when it comes to the mind and the level of consciousness, like I said, and how it affects also our reality in that case. So the moment something messes you up and it triggers you in some way, you allow it to trigger you in some way that it inflicts your emotion, it means like you're gonna portray, or rather you're gonna show some kind of emotion, maybe sadness, maybe anger or something like that. And the thing is, these emotions actually indicate the type of frequency that we are on. So if let's say, for example, you get angry, anger is not really a good frequency. And the funny thing with the universe is that whenever you try to portray some type of feeling, some type of situation with a feeling, it's what you're going to attract more, because the main language of the universe is just emotion. So the moment you get angry and you get sad, you're just going to be attracting more anger and more sadness. So this is why sometimes you just have to be still. I mean, the in Psalms chapter, I think 40 verse 10, it says like, be still and know that I am God. This thing doesn't necessarily mean like you sit in a quiet place. It basically means like, let it go, let go of the control, take a back seat, let everything unveil itself the way it's supposed to unveil itself. Don't force anything, just let it flow. That is the meaning of staying still. The problem is how serious we take situations in our life, how serious we take everything that is happening in our life. But in real sense, all this really don't matter unless we give it a meaning, just the same way I explained in the previous video. Once something has taken place in your life, treat it as an information. Don't look at it so much. Don't try to analyze it. Don't try to control the situation. Leave it. You just have to relax and stay still and let everything roll the way it is. Release anxiety and just surrender control, because isn't of vitu zenye zita kuhold back as you want to pursue something. You want to do something, you want a better outcome out of your life, but inside of you there is a lot of chaos. This cannot work in whichever way whatsoever. You need to be calm. And remember, isn't it vitu all of us go through? Hakuna msee apiti hizi vitu. Situations zenye tunapitia, most of them ziko common, because unapata like utapata like ntasota, wepi utasota. And the moment tasota, this situation is just the same way I explain it. And it's not that serious, because 3 days from now ama hata 1 week from now utashtukia do imeingia kwa simu, ama umepata wera fulani umefanya, umepata do mob sana, and you won't even remember that particular time you were so stressed about. And this is why I'm saying like it doesn't really matter at this particular time. You're supposed to be in the frequency that is going to attract whatever you want, not the one that is going to repel this same thing that you want. Be in the state of whatever you want so that you attract it. Ignore. I don't want to say like ignore reality. Sometimes it's hard to ignore reality, but I mean that's just the word of it. Just try and ignore reality, whatever that is taking place. Does anyone feel broke sana, but feel like hey, nothing is really working out for me? But remember this: just because you're not seeing it doesn't mean like it's not working. Trust the process. Hiyo umesikia mara mingi na hii kitu ni real manze. You just have to trust the process and believe that everything is working out for you in every way possible. As long as you maintain frequency yako, now go in the right path of what you want to do or what you want to achieve with your life, just stick to that. World itakushomshege. I said this, life itacome funny, and this is why I was telling you guys, don't treat everything like it's life or death. Place umeka focus ni na grow. So kama umeka focus kwa worry zako, it means that is where the focus is going to grow. Your worry is gonna grow, bro. Na utaki, when your worries grow, everything is gonna be a worry in your life. So be calm, man. Stay still. God has to show. Stay still and know that everything is gonna work out. Trust me. The process is crazy. Wase watasema sisi ni wazimu. But the truth is, results was in a show outside. Sa zile ndani yako pia iko fiti. Remember, whatever you feel inside of you, is what is actually going to project outside of you. So if you feel sadness, sadness is what you're gonna get. If you feel happy, happiness is what you're gonna get. If you feel calmness, calmness is what you're gonna get. So remember this and keep it in mind always, that the power is within you, and you have the power to change your reality and the outcome of every situation in your life. Nothing or anything is out there that is going to change your life, but inside of you there is everything that is going to change your life. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Bishop Son YouTube channel today, and remember to subscribe, like this video, and share. Cheers.